Hello and good afternoon, everyone. And we are having a video session with our registered migration agent and 482 visa specialist, Sonal. And today I'm going to ask some questions regarding 482 visa. And myself is a Bimal, education consultant. And Sonal, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you, Bimal?
Good, thank you very much. Sonal, being an education agent, I got many questions regarding employer sponsor and how does the employer sponsor lead to permanent residence. Can you tell me some things about 482 visa?
Okay, so 482 visa, so there are three streams in 482 visa.
Yes.
So it's a short-term stream, medium stream, and labor agreement. So, and the streams depend on your occupation. So the main important thing is for 482, you need experience, minimum 2 years, and you need an employer willing to sponsor you.
Okay. And another questions. There is skill assessment. They are asking regarding about the questions. And
Yeah.
what about the is mandatory or it's not necessary for the employer?
So skills assessment depends on occupation.
Hmm.
So there is a list which tells what occupations and what passport country requires mandatory skill assessment. So if you fall in that, then you have to do it. If you don't, the officer might still ask for it, but yeah, depends on your experience and everything. But if it's on the list, you have to do it.
Okay. And another questions I have regarding by the students, some questions asked
Mhm.
about the experience that will be count for pre-qualification or after post-qualification.
See, 482 is it has been designed to specifically cover the market requirement, labor shortage. So they are a bit lenient in this case. So pre-qualification is also fine, post is also okay. Casual sometimes is considered fine as well. Part-time is fine as well, but it all depends from case to case, but it is a little lenient compared to other employer sponsored like 186 or 494. So it's best to get your experience checked and go from there.
On the meantime, what is the English requirement for this visa?
So if your occupation falls under short-term list, you need 4.5, minimum 4.5 and overall 5. And if it's on medium, you need 5 each.
Can you tell me what is the medium occupation? Suppose example and
So in hospitality, if you see cook falls under short-term,
yes,
and because it's on the ROL and short-term list, and chef falls under medium-term.
Okay.
So the duration of the visa also varies. So if short-term, it's 2 years. If it's medium, it's up to 4 years visa.
Okay. And another is very big questions with clients they used to ask. This they work in the different takeaway and dining, and what type of employer, what type of company will be eligible to sponsor them for this visa?
Right. So specific to your question of hospitality, there's a caveat for that occupation of chef. So the place where they work should not be a takeaway. It should not be a fast food location. It has to be a full-fledged restaurant. So depending on your occupation, it is we have to see whether your employer is actually eligible or not. So say if you have like Indian takeaway inside a food court, so even if you are actually making curries from scratch and everything, still it is considered as a takeaway. So it does not qualify. But if you have a say a 25 to 30 seater with liquor license, and so you make food on order and all of that stuff, then that one qualifies. So it is different.
Any requirement for financial turnover by the company that have to do sponsor?
There is no specific requirement for financial turnover. It's just that you have to prove to the department that the employer has to prove to the department that they'll be able to afford the salary of the 482 nominee. So they need to show their books, as in because the minimum salary is 53,900.
Yeah.
So they need to be able to show that how they're going to financially manage and still be able to pay their employees, and they're like basically financially viable.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about the visa requirement? If they are in the bridging visa or subsequent visa, they are eligible for this visa or not?
So for 482, you can apply from substantial visa, bridging A or bridging B, bridging C. So any of these visas, if you're on, you can still apply for a 482.
And can the applicant sitting in offshore can apply, or what about this requirements?
Yes, it can be applied from offshore as well.
Okay.
Offshore, onshore.
We need that same PITB skill assessment.
Yeah.
And at last, my query is, we have talked a lot about 482, and after 482, how the clients, how the employer, or how the clients will lead for the permanent residence.
Yeah, okay. So the PR pathway for medium-term 482 visa holders is quite straightforward. So you work for 3 years with the same employer, and you're eligible for a 186 TRT. 186 is a PR visa. In case you're in the short term, you don't have the option of 186. So what you usually do is you just work for 2 years and then apply another 482 and finish your 3rd year, and then you'll be eligible, and then you can finish 3 years of experience, then you go for a 494, and that way, like,
Okay.
or any other 491 or 190 pathways.
Okay.
Yeah.
And those who are looking this video, any questions do you have those clients who are looking for this visa?
So basically, just to check your self eligibility, you should first, we need experience, English, and you need an employer. That's very important. An employer who seriously wants you. The position needs to be genuine, and they should be able to pay you on for the role that they're hiring you. So if they're hiring you as a chef, they should be able to continue hiring you as a chef for the next 3 years, so that then gives you a pathway to permanent residency.
Thank you everyone for watching these video sessions with our migration agent Sonal, and in for the days we'll come with a new video and with a different queries. Thank you and have a good day.